So, stay tuned to the end of the video. I included a recorded phone call with customer service from Palmetto State Armory. Howdy y'all, welcome back to Gunsnbbq. So today I am saying I'm done with Palmetto State Armory, and I'll tell you why. Alright, so as some of you may know, I purchased 3 complete uppers with lower parts kits for my children for Christmas. That's what they wanted. I also purchased 3 stripped lowers so we could, build the ARs. Recently went to start putting those together for them, and I was only able to build 1 out of the 3 because of missing parts. So the first lower parts kit, as I'm assembling everything, I end up realizing that we are missing the buffer retainer detent and spring. Now, I believe these would typically come in their own little baggie, and I was thinking perhaps I just misplaced the baggie, my fault. So I steal it out of one of the other lower parts kits and continue on with the build, thinking, I'll just have to, look around, I'll find it, no big deal. So I go to move on to installing the bolt carrier catch, and I open up the baggie and I realize that they've sent 2 roll pins in it, which I thought this was a little odd because they never send 2 roll pins. Sometimes they'll send 2 plungers in something like that, but not typically 2 roll pins. Then I realized, oh, somebody messed up because there was no plunger, which makes for a big issue because you need the plunger to go under the spring to make your bolt carrier catch release function. So that was a big issue, and again had to steal the part, which at that point I was like, alright, I know I didn't lose the plunger, so I was like, but you know what, try and give them the benefit of the doubt, weird things happen, no big deal. So move on to rifle build number 2, and the first thing I do is check and make sure that that detent retainer spring for the buffer is in that build kit, and it's not. It's also missing out of that build kit. And I was like, alright, well, I clearly didn't lose the first one then because it's not even in this one, and the first thing I did was make sure it was in there, and it wasn't. So I go on to checking the bolt carrier catch, make sure that the plunger's in it, and it's not even in the kit. It's completely missing. Instead of getting the bolt carrier catch and the plunger and the spring and roll pin, instead what I got was a second magazine release. So I move on to the process of trying to contact Palmetto State Armory. So I get online and I find their phone number on their website. I call that phone number and it gives me 2 options for contacting them. I could hit option 1, I forget what that said, but when I hit option 1, it would just kick me back to the system saying select option 1 or option 2 for delivery times. So I click option 1 again, and it just hangs up on me. Did this 3 times with the same result every time. So I call it back a 4th time, and I try option 2. So I click option 2, and it says that the phone system is not configured for this option, and it sends me back to select option 1 or option 2. So I try option 2 again, and it again says the same message that the phone system is not configured for this option, and hangs up. So I mess around on their website a little bit more and find one of those help me forms where they want your name information, your name, phone number, email, all that fun jazz, order number, blah blah blah. So I go and fill out one of those. I wait a week, I get nothing back. I go fill out a second one after about a week, and I wait about another 3 or 4 days, and I still hear nothing. So I fill out a third one, and this one I tell them I am growing very impatient. I've been trying to get a hold of them for weeks now, and this needs resolved ASAP. So I finally get an email stating that they need my order number and another piece of information. I'll screenshot the email and include it in this video. but they leave me another phone number. So I call that phone number, and this time I can actually get through to customer service. So I call them, and the lady's trying to help me, and then she'll just put me on hold for a couple minutes, and she's going and talking to a supervisor. And then she comes back and relays me some information, and eventually we get to the point where they put in a fix-it ticket, but she says, we'll fill these ASAP. I said, well, how soon is ASAP? She says, I don't know. I was like, well, that's not acceptable. You know, I paid for these items. I paid good money, almost $1,800 all in all when you're factoring in the uppers, the parts kits, the lowers, etc. You know, that's a good chunk of change, and this should have been right from the get-go, and that's what I expressed to them. And being told, we don't know when, you know, just be as soon as possible. I told them that's not acceptable because I've already gone through your, you know, 4 to 6 week wait where, you know, you gotta pick this and do that, and, you know, the whole monkeying around. I was like, you know, this should be fast tracked to the front of the line because I've already paid for my products. I received it. It was messed up. It's not like I'm asking for anything special or anything. I'm not ordering something brand new and saying, hey, treat me special. No, I'm just saying make this right because it should have been right from the get-go. It's not like I'm swearing at the young lady. I'm not telling her to go fuck herself. I'm saying this is how I feel. This is what you guys are telling me is go pound sand, go fuck myself, you know, tough shit. This is how we're going to do it, and if you don't like it, you know, we don't care. And I was pretty much told, well, you know, that's how it is, and we don't do this, and we're not going to let you speak to supervisor. So then the lady just hangs up on me. So I call back and speak to another lady, and she tells me all the same things and hangs up on me. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Again, I'm not being belligerent or anything. I'm just saying you guys are, I'm dissatisfied with you guys, and you're essentially telling me to go fuck myself. You don't care about what your customers think or anything, and could care less. And mind you, not only did I spend $1,800 on those 3 rifles, but I had just built another one back in November. So that's 4 rifles in 2 months, and that last one cost me $700. So we're pushing $2,500 in rifle builds recently, and it's just because I wanted to. It wasn't panic buying or anything like that. Just I felt like doing some builds, and like I said, that's what the kids wanted for Christmas, so that's what they got. So after being hung up a second time, I call back a third time, and this time I try recording the phone conversation, and I had no luck with that. New interface I was using, I didn't have any luck. But so the lady then tells me that they have revoked the fix-it ticket, that I'm going to have to go to my local gun shop and get the parts through them, and they're going to be blocking my number because I was rude. Really? Because all the money I've spent there just in the last few months, that doesn't count the money that I've spent there over the years. I realize I'm just one customer, but you think they care a little bit. But yeah, so you're essentially saying that, well, we screwed up. You're unhappy because of our screw up. We're going to do it in the manner that we want to, and we don't care what the fuck input you give us. And because you're telling us how you feel, we're going to say you're rude, and now we're not going to fix your problem at all. Not only that, but we are now going to block your number so you can't call us anymore. So I go and find a new voice recorder, and I actually called back a 4th time because I wanted to make sure that I had all my cookies in a line here before I did this video, before I leave them a review online or anywhere else. because, again, I wanted to make sure I had everything factually straight. And that phone call you'll be able to hear at the end of this video. I think about 5 minutes long. But in that, I was told by this young lady that the reason that they revoked the fix-it ticket is because I had bought it at my local gun shop and not through them. And because of that, there's certain things they cannot warranty. So I asked her, so you're telling me if I don't purchase the firearm directly through you folks, you cannot honor the warranty. The warranty is null and void. And she said, yes, sir. And again, you can hear that for yourself in this phone recording. Yeah, there's plenty going on in there. Basically everything that I just recounted there, and that, you know, the supervisor is the one that makes all these decisions, and she can't do anything, which I understand. You know, her hands are tied. I don't fault her in any way. But the customer service is complete dog shit, and for that, I will not deal with them anymore. It's very unfortunate. I like their products. I'm not telling you to boycott PSA or anything. I'm just letting you know what my experience was and why I will no longer be purchasing PSA products or items from PSA, because, again, their customer service is complete dog shit. Keep your guns firing, your smoker smoking. If you want to hear that phone call, stay tuned till the end of the video, because that will roll next. Like I said, it's about 5 minutes long.
Our products. We apologize for any delay in processing and shipping your order. Palmetto State Armory is committed to getting your order to you. To better serve you, please find information regarding order status, order cancellations.
Palmetto State Armory, this is Caitlin. How may I help you?
Hi, Caitlin. My name's John. I was calling because I just want to verify a couple things. I've been on the phone with you folks 3 separate times today, and I just want to get my facts straight before I leave a review for you folks or anything.
Okay. What was the order number?
I don't have an order number because I purchased my firearms at my local gun shop.
Okay, so what can I help you with today?
Well, I was told earlier when I called that you folks don't transfer phone calls or, quote, escalate them to supervisors or anything. I was also told, this is being recorded, right? Because you guys said that it's recorded for quality assurance and training and all that.
Yes, sir, it is
Great.
being recorded.
Thank you. So I was then told that fix-it would be put in, or whatever it's called, and that the parts would be shipped to me as soon as possible. I said that's not acceptable because I've been trying to get a hold of you folks about these missing parts for 2 weeks already. On top of the fact that, you know, I purchased the items, I went through the waiting process of, you know, what you guys have going on, which I understand. Things are busy, blah, blah, blah. But now I spent almost $1,800 or so on 2 separate firearms. They didn't come with the proper parts to complete them, and I want them immediately. And I was asking for an idea of how soon is as soon as possible, and nobody could answer that. And I asked, can I be transferred to somebody in shipping, which I was told there's nobody in shipping that would take the call because, there's no supervisors in shipping. I was also told that for the matter at hand, no supervisor there would speak to me either in the customer service department. And then I was told that because of my rudeness, because I said, so basically you guys are telling me to go fuck myself, and if I don't like it, tough shit. So apparently just being blunt of, how you guys are really telling your customers that this is what's going to happen if you don't like it, tough, is apparently being rude. So I was told that the fix-it was now being redacted, and you guys would not send me my parts. I would have to go to my local gun shop now to try and get them, when it's not my local gun shop's issue. And on top of all of that, that you folks were going to be blocking my number.
Okay, so yes, sir. When it comes to certain issues, we are not able to transfer phone calls. The shipping department does not have a phone line, so that portion was correct. As far as the other information with being retracted and not being able to ship the parts, that was determined by the supervisor.
So, again, you guys mess up the order and refuse to get it taken care of in a timely manner. You have a customer that is upset about it, and the supervisor won't even speak to the customer. The customer service rep just goes and tells the supervisor whatever they told them, so they're only hearing one side of the story, and that's good enough for you guys.
Well, he did pull the call for review, so whatever his determinations was is based off of the reviewing of the phone call.
So again, because I just said bluntly, so you guys are telling me to go fuck myself. That's rude. That's not dropping of the ball on your guys' part.
Yeah, the language was considered rude. That is typically probably what that was about. However, again, with the situation, from my understanding, it was a third-party purchase. So we are not able to warranty certain things when it comes to third-party purchase.
So you're telling me if I don't buy directly from you folks, the warranty you guys offer is null and void?
Yes, sir, essentially, because we're not responsible for how that third party, how they deliver the product if it's not purchased directly through us.
It was still in the white shrink wrap that you guys sent it in. It was never opened.
Again, sir, I'm not able to assess the situation. I'm not sure what happened on that phone call. I can only say what happened, and I was informed by the supervisor that you had been boxed.
Now, and a supervisor, knowing how upset I was, still refuses to take the phone call.
Yes, sir.
So you guys do not care
case.
about the customer.
It's not that we don't care about the customer, sir. I assure you we do. However, it was something that they warranted the response that was made. I am not able to retract that.
But again, if you guys are saying, oh, wow, this guy's really upset. He wants to speak to a supervisor. Yeah, we're not going to let him speak to a supervisor. He can go pound sand. And that's what I was saying, is at that point you guys are saying, go fuck yourself, tough shit. This is how it is, and if you don't like it, which at this point, because those 3 rifles, like I said, $1,800 just on those. There's a 4th rifle that I had built back in November, which I had no problems with, and I've built many PSA rifles for myself and friends. Like if they say, hey, can you build me a rifle or something? I'm like, yeah, I can help you build that. Which it's adult Lego kit, but so I always tell them go to PSA.
Sure, I definitely understand. However, again, the issue is something that the supervisor has deemed his course of action. I'm not able to retract that or go over that. Is
And
there
there's
any
no
other
other
issues
supervisors.
I can help you aside from that?
And there's no other
No,
supervisors.
sir, it isn't.
And,
No, sir, not at the moment.
and the supervisor still won't speak to me.
No, sir.
Well, I want you folks to, again, realize, because you said that this call is being recorded, and it's also being recorded on my end, and it's going to be all over social media. That way everybody can hear what just transpired.
All right. Well, thank you so much, sir, for calling me. Have a good day.
You have a great day, ma'am.